Right now at 10, good grades. A state agency says most Wisconsin schools are meeting or exceeding expectations.
And liquor laws. Private event venues say a bill that passed in the Senate would put them out of business.
Plus, edutainment. It's a night of laughs and learning thanks to a Ho-Chunk comedian's unique perspective.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. The town of Holland fire officials say a house fire this week offers an important reminder for all homeowners. Holman Fire Department crews were dispatched to a home in the town of Holland just after midnight tonight, Monday. Residents say a firewood storage bin next to the house was on fire. They were able to put out the fire before crews arrived, but the fire damaged the store bin and some siding on the home. The fire was caused by an ash bucket placed in the bin. It's a reminder that coals and ashes from fires can remain hot enough to start fires even days after a fire is out. All coals and ashes should be treated as if they are hot, even if they've had some time to cool off.
A local developer is planning to turn a vacant lot off of Losey Boulevard and La Crosse Street into a mixed-use apartment building, and it's causing concerns with nearby neighbors. Big Dubs LLC bought the property where Heater's Car Care is last October. Neighbors say they plan to build a small smoothie shop with just a few attached apartments. But as the months went on, neighbors say the plans for the project grew out of control. This week, Big Dubs LLC unveiled their plans for the lot, a 3-story building with 18 apartment units. Neighbors are now speaking out, and they're not happy.
Every time we've tried to communicate with them, ask them what it is that they're planning for that property, they told us we don't have any plans yet. We have nothing to develop. We're working on figuring it out ourselves.
News 8 Now reached out to Big Dubs LLC for comment on the project. No one returned a request for comment. On Friday, the city's Design Review Committee will host a virtual meeting to review the developer's plans. And if approved, construction could begin right away.
Lockdowns at 2 of Wisconsin's oldest and most understaffed prisons are being eased. Governor Evers making an announcement today after a federal lawsuit was filed for inhumane living conditions at Waupun and Green Bay prisons. Inmates filed the lawsuit last month, alleging Waupun prison conditions were considered cruel and unusual punishment. The inmates claimed they were allowed only 1 shower per week and didn't have access to health care. The lockdowns were a result of the state dealing with worker shortages and deteriorating buildings. Governor Evers said he is working with the Wisconsin Department of Corrections to launch an effort that will end lockdowns and increase staff emergency responses. Evers is also looking to increase safety by making physical changes at the prisons, which were both built in the 1800s.
Most Wisconsin school districts are meeting state expectations. That's according to new data from the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction. 94% of districts either met, exceeded, or significantly exceeded expectations during last school year. DPI evaluated things like achievement, growth, target group outcomes, and how on-track students are to graduation. Now, conservative groups say DPI has set their standards too low in these ratings. They cited districts like Milwaukee, where reading proficiency rates are still below 20%. Meanwhile, western Wisconsin districts in the report card are all either met or exceeded those state expectations.
A bill to overhaul liquor laws has passed in the state Senate. Some lawmakers say the bill's motives hurt small businesses. Senator Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu's amendment to the original bill now creates a new group in the Department of Revenue to enforce liquor laws. It also says special event venues need to either get a liquor license or reduce the number of times they serve alcohol each year. Right now, those venue owners don't need a liquor license to operate. They say the amendment would put them out of business. Their direct competitors like banquet halls and the Tavern League of Wisconsin support the bill.
Well, the region has been enjoying some mild temperatures of late, but some higher winds could be on our future radar. Let's get the latest from Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, we definitely had a nice warmer day once again, better than last year at this date. It was 35 degrees for a high, so I think a lot of folks will take the 64 that we had in La Crosse here today. Overall, still mild conditions too. We've dropped off quite a bit, but that's typical for the middle of November to see temperatures drop off. Right now, temperatures in the low 40s to upper 30s to the north, but the one thing to notice is that these temperatures are probably where our lows are going to be just after midnight and then start climbing up because we do have a warm front. Notice the temperatures to the west still in the 50s to 40s out to the west. There is a warm front that's beginning to lift north of the area, so you'll start to see temperatures rise a little bit through the night, and as you wake up tomorrow morning, we'll probably be in the low 40s or even mid 40s, along with that wind beginning to increase behind that warm front because we have a cold front coming right behind it too. So as you wake up, 45 degrees, you can see temperatures beginning to go up, but also notice the winds up to 20 miles per hour by the time we get to noon around Eau Claire. That'll be the main big story for tomorrow. Same story for La Crosse too. The winds will start off 10 to 15. By the time we get to noon, we're definitely going to see 20+ mile per hour winds along with warm temperatures. So later on, we'll kind of break down when those winds may die off, what Friday looks like, the weekend, and of course, we do have Thanksgiving coming up. We'll break all that down a bit later in the broadcast.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
The holidays can be a tough time for those who are grieving a loved one's death. The Cooley Recovery Center is hoping to offer community for those grieving a loved one who died from substance abuse. Members of the Cooley region came together to decorate the We Remember Them tree. Attendees were encouraged to make an ornament to honor their loved one who died or who is currently battling addiction. One mother who lost her daughter to addiction says it's a way to keep her memory alive and support those facing a similar battle.
We feel that it's really good to keep in memory our loved ones and keep them close to us, and this is one way to honor them and to show our love and support for all those who are affected by this.
The tree is a part of the group's Memorial Rock and Healing Garden. That garden was started a year ago as a way to honor those lost to addiction.
The Monroe County Dog Shelter is asking for your help. In late October, a staff member at the shelter brought in 2 strays that were actually supposed to be surrendered to their care the week before.
Now the shelter is asking for your help in finding them a forever home. News 8 Now's Shaquille Davis is in studio with this fetching good story.
Ken, Emily, the Monroe County Dog Shelter takes in a lot of stray dogs, but none like the one attached to these 2 lovable pups.
Dakota is a 6-year-old female Lab Shepherd mix, and Goofy is a 6-year-old male Chihuahua Jack Russell mix.
Dakota and Goofy are just 2 of the many dogs sheltered at the Monroe County Dog Shelter. Though these 2 pups are joyful and playful, their past is depressing and solemn.
They were both kind of bounced around from different families, and most recently they lived with somebody here in Monroe County.
That person in question is 27-year-old Trenton Bernstad, who is a registered sex offender and was convicted of 3rd-degree sexual assault. Shelter director Amber Dvorak says one of her staff members found the dogs in Lake Falls, Wisconsin, 30 miles away from where Bernstad lived.
Come to find out, he had decided not to show up for his surrender appointment and instead drove them out to this county road and dumped them instead.
Amber also makes a point to describe these dogs to you.
They'd be great family dogs. They're loving, they're playful, they're potty trained, they're incredibly loyal. They stayed in the exact area where he dumped them in the road, essentially waiting for him to come back.
And they are easy to please.
Dakota really likes rope toys and things she can whip around. Goofy honestly just wants your lap. He's a pretty easy to please guy.
What about their favorite foods?
They love hot dogs. Those 2 will eat pretty much anything, so hide your garbage cans.
But Dakota and Goofy are what you would call a bonded pair, so there's one catch.
Just given everything that they've been through together so far, we've decided to try to find them a home together so that they don't have to go through the trauma of being separated.
And all this and more can be yours at a low cost.
They have a reduced adoption fee to help them find a new home. They are already spayed and neutered, they're fully vaccinated, they're heartworm negative. So, this is really just to kind of spread the word about them. And obviously every other dog that we have in the shelter that needs a home.
If you want to adopt Dakota and Goofy and give them a fantastic home, just go to our website, news8000.com, and click on the link attached to the article. Ken, Emily?
All right.
Shaq, thanks very much. Well, Ho-Chunk native and Emmy Award winner Casey Brown brought some laughs and lessons to UW La Crosse tonight. The comedian hosting an edutainment show at the UWL Student Union. The event was in celebration of Native American Heritage Month and focused on Brown's upbringing as a Ho-Chunk native in Black River Falls. The night was filled with songs, stories, and comedic videos Brown created, one even winning him an Emmy this year. He says his unique method of educating and storytelling can be impactful.
Indians know that humor is medicine, laughter is medicine. And if you can teach someone while they're laughing and healing, that's even better.
The event followed with a Q&A session, guests getting the opportunity to take some pictures with Brown and even hold that new Emmy. Well, updates about President Biden's meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping today.
Their conversations of military communications, fentanyl, and more coming up next.
Big, beautiful sectional for just $9.99 with a free ottoman. Big deals.
Black Friday deals.
All month long. Up to 60% off list. Only at Slumberland. But don't wait, because deals this great won't last. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners get $3,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit hometownchevy.com.
The best Thanksgiving meal deal is at Hy-Vee. Get all the makings for your Thanksgiving family dinner for only $30. Get a 10 to 13 pound turkey, green beans and cream of mushroom soup, 5 pounds of potatoes, stuffing mix, cranberry sauce, turkey gravy, and brown and serve rolls. All for only $30 for a family of 4. That's right, get all this for only $30. The best Thanksgiving meal deal is only at Hy-Vee.
And a Sealy Posturepedic mattress, both for just $6.99. It's the Black Friday mattress sale at Slumberland. Up to 60% off list. A Sealy mattress and a power base.
I hear those help reduce snoring.
Only at Slumberland.
China's leader Xi Jinping told President Biden that the Earth is big enough for the U.S. and China.
This is their first face-to-face meeting in a year amid a widening rift between the two countries. CBS News correspondent Skylar Henry has more from Washington.
At the start of about 4 hours of high-stakes discussions, President Biden and China's leader exchanged a warm handshake. But the talks come amid hand-wringing over growing tensions between Washington and Beijing on wide-ranging issues.
We'll continue to compete vigorously with the PRC, but we'll manage that competition responsibly so it doesn't veer into conflict or accidental conflict.
Meeting near San Francisco on the sidelines of the APEC conference, the White House has been hoping Biden's first face-to-face talks with Xi Jinping in a year would bring progress. On the fentanyl crisis sweeping the U.S., a plan emerged for China to ramp up efforts to go after companies that make precursor chemicals for fentanyl.
It's going to save lives, and I appreciate President Xi's commitment on this issue.
China and the U.S. have also been at increasing odds over trade, human rights, the sovereignty of Taiwan, wars in Ukraine, and now Gaza.
I think it's going to stop when Hamas no longer maintains the capacity to murder and abuse and just do horrific things to the Israelis.
On another front, China agreed to several steps in hopes of finding ways to address frayed military communications between the two superpowers, especially important after dozens of reports of unsafe incidents involving Chinese aircraft and U.S. military planes.
And that's how accidents happen, misunderstandings. So we're back to direct, open, clear, direct communications on a direct basis.
Earlier Wednesday, President Xi said the relationship between the countries has never been smooth sailing, but turning their backs is not an option. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
During questions from reporters, President Biden said he was doing everything in his power to free the hostages held by Hamas in Gaza.
But that did not mean sending in the U.S. military.
Well, big changes are coming to the nation's best-selling vehicle.
What Toyota is doing to redesign the Camry to be more fuel efficient and reduce emissions. Up next.
Now we've had quite a bit of climb with the high temperatures. We got one more day before that arrow is going to start pointing downward. I'll break down what it looks like this weekend, Thanksgiving travel, and what if we get any rain or snow in the forecast. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, our delicious pan pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Thick, crispy, buttery pan pizza? Now that is an expression.
Get a large 2-topping pan pizza for $11.99.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Why wait until Black Friday for big savings? At Wesco and Sparta, it's Black November. Get break down the door savings on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and flooring. Save even more with coupon savings of $25 to $100. Buy one item, use one coupon. Buy 10 items, use 10 coupons. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. Thanks for listening. I think what makes our show unique is perspective. Many different voices, many different points of view.
If you're going to say don't ask me, we're going to ask you. If you want to.
Wow. We are just the family sitting around the table in the morning. Very dynamic individuals, though.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran from the Mix Morning Show. Wake up with us every morning on Mix 96.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Get our best offers and choose from a huge selection of Ford F-150 trucks with the capability, convenience, and technology to help bring us together. Wow. Discover how Ford F-150 can make the holidays bright.
Now get a 2023 Ford F-150 XLT with 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $3,500 in total savings, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Menards 11% sale ends Thanksgiving Day. Don't miss out. Mastercraft makes great doors inside and out, building the highest quality doors at the best price. Design your door your way using our door designer. Menards offers fast delivery on customized doors. Or choose from our great selection of in-stock doors ready to take home today. Get this energy-efficient exterior door for $339.99 after 11% rebate. Hurry in and don't miss out.
Save big money at Menards.
Gather the family and join in on Perkins Holiday Festivities. Here, everyone can savor our new hand-cut prime rib dinner, enjoy the perfect slice of pie, and take home your favorite pie from Perkins Holiday Bake Shop.
Energy-efficient windows with beautiful new wood trim installed by skilled carpenters. Contact the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. High quality at lower prices.
Well, there are big changes coming to the nation's best-selling car.
Toyota unveiled the redesigned 2025 Camry Tuesday night and says it will only be offered as a hybrid car.
The Camry has been available in a hybrid version since 2007. However, consumers will no longer have an option beginning with the 2025 model. New model will combine a gas engine with electric motors, and there will be no need to plug it in as its 4-cylinder engine will also charge its batteries. Toyota previously announced plans to offer hybrid versions of every vehicle in its lineup. Right now, there are just 3 models without a hybrid option.
The Federal Communications Commission adopted a new rule intended to help ensure a universal access to broadband internet service. Under the regulation, internet service providers' business practices will be scrutinized for digital discrimination based on income or race. The companies will be held liable if their actions impact consumers' access to broadband differently. That includes decisions on matters like network upgrades, pricing, marketing, and maintenance.
All right, well, we could have some chilly winds coming into our area. Let's get the latest from Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
Well, they won't be chilly to start off the day. Once we get the front coming tomorrow night, it'll be a different story behind the cold front. But we do have a wind advisory out for areas to the west, really more for open areas, little higher elevations. We've got 20 to 30, plus you get a gust of 45. That's from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. The whole area will see gusty winds, but that area will be prone for a little bit higher. So once again, it's a south wind. So if you have travel plans out there, definitely in those west-east, Interstate 80 for one to be something to keep an eye on. Well, otherwise, once you wake up, 10 to 15 miles per hour winds across most of the area in the morning commute, but we could have a little bit stronger out to the west. They're only going to get worse as we go through the day. At noon, we're probably looking at 20 to 25 once again out of the south or south-southwest direction, and gust over 30. Eventually in the afternoon, you're going to start seeing them decrease a little bit by 6, but that's because we have a cold front that's going to come through. They're going to change direction and then still remain quite breezy even through tomorrow night at 15 to 20, but out of the northwest direction now. And that's when we'll start really feeling the colder air come in, but more seasonal actually air that'll come into the area. So that's what we're planning out for the winds. Temperature-wise, by the time we get to noon, we're still going to be well into the 60s for that south wind. We'll probably top off in the mid to upper 60s for most of the area, but then track the wind change here. You can kind of see it come through the area. Right there is the front that's going to be coming through. I don't think we'll see a lot of precipitation with this, mostly cloud cover, maybe a sprinkle for some areas, but really it's just going to be the wind change to the northwest, and then we'll start seeing clearing skies as we go into Thursday night, and the temperatures will really fall off as we go off to Friday morning. Friday definitely is going to be behind the front, so we'll see more seasonable conditions. So we're looking about mid to upper 40s, but still not that bad for really February. And then Saturday, you see the winds right there are going to begin to turn around again as we go into Saturday, which means it's not going to be too bad throughout the weekend too. The story for next week is really Monday, Tuesday with the system to the south that's going to be lifting north, and then we're going to have a cold front to the north that's going to kind of dig southeast through the area. These are not really going to be combined, so right now the trend has been for this one to stay south. We're going to have a little piece of the cold front come through, and that's why the precipitation chances right now are not that high, because we might miss both of them a little bit. Once we get past that system, for your travel plans on Wednesday still look good. It's going to be cold with that northwest wind, and then really through Thanksgiving, it looks like this little weak system that could provide some snow may stay just to our south coming into the area. So overall, travel plans Wednesday, Thanksgiving, Thursday, even Friday don't look too bad, but they're going to be on the cold side. So we'll update this as we get closer to the actual Thanksgiving holiday period, but overall, it doesn't look too bad for traveling wise. Tomorrow, upper 60s for along the coast. Once again, we might even see a 70 as we go further south in the area towards Prairie du Chien in some of these areas. Otherwise, still mild with the winds going to be the big story. Even up to the north, mid to upper 60s. Once again, increasing clouds, and the wind will be the main story out of the south, and even the mid 60s all the way up to Ladysmith. So once again, a very mild, not quite record day, but still very mild mid of November. Otherwise, we're looking at temperatures dropping back to the mid 40s on Friday, but once again, that's kind of where we should be. And then the weekend 50s. Rain chance or snow chance coming Monday and Tuesday is a little bit iffy. And then notice the temperatures as we get to Thanksgiving. Lucky to get to freezing, maybe.
Yeah, looks like it, Craig. Thanks very much. Coming up next in sports, there's no place like home. The Eagles hitting the court at Mitchell Hall tonight for their home opener. They were taking on Edgewood, looking for their second win of the year. Rob is up next.
Earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's right, a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
The service departments at the Dahl Auto Group are staffed by the most experienced team in the region. Whether you're buying a used car they've inspected or driving home one they've serviced, you can trust their work for years to come. Dahl Auto, simple.
They have state-of-the-art equipment. We have state-of-the-art equipment. They have qualified technicians. We have qualified technicians. They can set your appointment in maybe a month. We can get you in tomorrow. They will charge you an arm and a leg. We charge hundreds, not thousands. Sensible MRI, where quality and affordability meet.
Signs build brands, create impact, and grab attention. Signorama Lacrosse is your full-service sign center. We use the latest technology and highest quality products to produce custom signs, vehicle wraps, banners, wall murals, window graphics, and trade show displays. Signorama Lacrosse Design Services will help create the perfect sign to advertise your product or business. We can custom make any type of sign, including box signs, channel letters, custom logos, digital graphics, and directory signs. Signorama Lacrosse, locally owned, globally known.
Experienced sales consultants are good listeners who sell people what they need, not what's on sale. They're easy to work with and value a trusting relationship. We know team members with these life skills earn lifelong customers. Dahl Auto, simple.
Hy-Vee hot deals are hotter than hot. 6-pack Pepsi products, $2.99 each when you buy 4. Lay's Kettle Cooked, Rolled Gold, or Munchies, $1.99 each when you buy 3. And fresh ground beef, $2.99 for a 1-pound roll. Only at Hy-Vee.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The UW lacrosse women's basketball team tipped off the regular season last Friday night in Iowa. Eagles splitting their first 2 games in Dubuque, and now it's time to play in front of the home crowd. Let's go to Mitchell Hall. Eagles on their home floor for the first time this season, hosting Edgewood. Visitors going to work down low. This bucket is going to put Edgewood up by 7, but the Eagles, they come soaring back. Madison Kilboten left wide open. She tries the triple. She knocks it down. UWL within 3. Then later in the half, it's the Houston native, Sydney Torgerson, taking it strong to the cup. The freshman makes it a 1-point game at the break. Second half, Eagles still clawing. Katie Wakow with the step back 3. She's going to splash it home. We're all tied at 38. Other Eagles, they go on a quick run of their own, though. Callie Norby puts it off the glass. Edgewood goes back up 4, but lacrosse answers right back. Lauren Milne getting fancy. Step back J is money. Eagles get it done in their home opener as they get the win 68-63. Lacrosse improves to 2-1 on the season. Let's go to Viterbo. V-Hawks at home tonight looking for their second win of the season. They were hosting St. Francis. First half, Nicole Johnson goes up strong, banks it off the window. V-Hawks go up 3. Then it's the Westby grad, Macy Stelner, pulling up for 2 more. 6-point lead for the home team. That's when Emily McCurdy starts heating up from downtown. Top of the key, 3 is pure. Let's try another. McCurdy is going to rattle home this one. V-Hawks take a 10-point lead into the break. They pull away in the second half as Viterbo gets its second win of the season, 65-43. Bucks in Toronto tonight looking for their second straight win. No Giannis in this one, but Damian Lillard making up for it. Nice drive from Dame. Then later in the first, he's going to pull up from deep and knock this one down from 3-point land. Bucks go up 8. Lillard not the only one feeling it tonight from downtown. Malik Beasley having himself a night to remember. Corner 3 is good. And then right before the half, Beasley again tossing this one up. Banks open on, what is today? Wednesday? Wednesday, all right. My mistake. Beasley puts them up 23 at the break. Second half, those two picking up where they left off. Dame drains the triple. Milwaukee goes up 29. Lillard with 37. But let's talk about Beasley for a second. A record 8 threes from him on the night. He finished with 30 points in this one. No Giannis, no problem for the Bucks. They get the win 128-112. Well, it's been almost 2 weeks now since the Waniwak Center volleyball team got it done in Green Bay. Wolves with back-to-back reverse sweeps as they won their first state volleyball title in school history. And now 2 of the girls on the squad can add a 2023 All-State selection to their resume. Seniors Kelsey Justman and Jalen Stowe being named to the All-State team in Division 4. Justman broke the D4 state tournament record a couple weeks ago. She had 69 kills in Green Bay, including 35 in the state title game. This was Waniwak Center's 3rd straight season in the state tournament. Wolves got it done in dramatic fashion. Justman and Stowe wrap up their phenomenal high school careers as champs. Staying in D4, Royal was one of the best teams all year. A couple of Panthers being recognized. Brooklyn and Mara Gruen being named as all-state selections as well. On the gridiron, what a year it was for Onalaska's Adam Skifton, the senior being named the recipient of the 2023 Dave Craig Award, which is given to the most outstanding senior quarterback in Wisconsin. And Skifton had a standout season for the Hilltoppers. 39 TDs, just 5 picks, a 129 passer rating. Skifton, an absolute stud, much deserved for the Onalaska QB. And sticking with football, guys, big day for the Blue Golds tomorrow. They're trying to make it back to back to back. We'll see if they can get it done.
Fingers crossed.
Yep, you know it.
Rob, thanks very much.
You got it.
We got more news right after this.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Get our best offers and choose from a huge selection of Ford F-150 trucks with the capability, convenience, and technology to help bring us together. Wow. Discover how Ford F-150 can make the holidays bright.
Now get a 2023 Ford F-150 XLT with 3.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $3,500 in total savings, only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Scouting means being prepared for adventure.
Service.
Learning.
Scouting is preparation for life.
Support Gateway Area Scouting to help over 1,200 Coulee Region youth prepare for their future.
Be a part of the Scouting Centennial Campaign to ensure Scouting continues to serve Western Wisconsin for another 100 years.
All donations stay local and are managed through a secure and local endowment.
Together, we continue to build tomorrow's leaders.
Donate to the Scouting Centennial Campaign today.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward? Ingenious.
Sardine fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra. Available with the connected driving experience. And the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck.
Or get $3,500 purchase cash on select 2023 Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
The 59th Annual Holiday Fair takes place November 16th through the 19th at the La Crosse Center. The Holiday Fair is for children of all ages with special guest appearances by Rudolph and Santa. Door prizes will be given away every hour. Join us for Music in the Marsh, a concert to benefit the Nature Place featuring the music of Tom Chapin, Thursday, November 16th at the Nature Place, Myrick Park.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Well, today is National Philanthropy Day.
And some local organizations and philanthropists were recognized for their work.
At a luncheon at Western Technical College, 6 awards were presented today. One of the recipients was Black Student Leaders. They won the award for Outstanding Youth in Philanthropy. The group focuses on empowering young people and helping others achieve their goals. One of the group's co-founders say they have no plans to slow down.
So our future is continuing to break down these barriers, continue to uplift the youth, continue to create entrepreneurs, business people out here doing amazing things.
Davis says she and her sister founded the group after moving to the area from Madison. Black Student Leaders is hosting a hip-hop breakfast with Santa on December 9th. We'll have more information about that event posted on our website, news8000.com.
All right. Greg's going to have one more check of your forecast right after this.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
You've waited all year for Black Friday. Right now at Ashley, find unbelievable discounts on top-rated furniture with 0% interest for 60 months in-store only. Shop Doorbusters starting at just $199.99 and featured finds starting as low as $22 a month in-store only. Only at Ashley.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $2,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we honor those who have served and sacrificed. To show our gratitude this Veterans Day, we're offering unbeatable deals throughout the store, like 20-pound bags of Blaine's brand Cardinal Songbird food, just $17.99. This Dyna-Glow shop heater, only $169.99. 3 gallons of Picnic turkey frying oil, just $44.99. Plus, find more great deals online at farmandfleet.com and pick them up just 1 hour later in our convenient drive-thru.
The McRib is back for a good time, but true to form, it's not here for a long time.
The McRib returns.
Don't wait to get your McRib today and pair it with our world-famous fries and a Dr. Pepper.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This adorable shelter pet wants to meet you and your family today. The News 8 Now Pet of the Week is brought to you by
Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics.
Ashley's Black Friday mattress sale is going on now. Pay 0% interest for 60 months on in-store mattress purchases, or beat the rush on mattress doorbusters starting at just $199.99. Plus, you can save up to $1,000 on select mattresses. Only at Ashley.
All right, really, the wind's going to be the story tomorrow. So really, if you are traveling, that west to east roads are going to have that crosswind, really, with the wind going pretty strong. Something to keep in mind of. Otherwise, we're going to cool down Friday. Weekend looks good with rain coming next Monday, maybe Tuesday. But notice the temps. It's all going downhill.
But the next 4 days are looking fantastic.
Well,
there he is.
Ah,
there we are. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.